So guys, today is Monday and I want to begin with two quick updates before we go into today's video. The first update is that Antonio Rudiger, the former Chelsea player and also Real Madrid player, is currently in Ghana enjoying his holidays. People didn't believe it when it was being broadcast on the internet. Now, these are pictures and some videos of Antonio Rudiger enjoying his vacation in Ghana, enjoying peace of mind. As for Ghana, there it's all about peace, and Antonio Rudiger is currently in Ghana. Also, the second update is Asamoah Gyan, the baby jet, played a charity match with CAF president, and everybody is talking about this. Forget about the pots belly. Asamoah Gyan is still fit after deciding to retire from football. Oh yeah, people believe that the fitness is still there, and people are amazed that Asamoah Gyan at this age is still not able to ball. So you can see some of the pictures as evidence of what I'm saying. So guys, these are the two quick updates, and let's move straight into today's video. If you have not subscribed to Sports Corner GH yet, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed to, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. My name is Edmund. Let's jump into today's video. Now, today's video, I'm going to deal with about 4 topics, and each topic has a storyline behind it. So I'm going to take it from a storyline perspective so that you really understand why all these things happen to these particular players. And I'm going to begin with Emmanuel Yeboah. Yes, Emmanuel Yeboah. In March 2022, Emmanuel Yeboah signed for CFL Cluj Team B in March 2022. Now, CFL Cluj's first team was lacking strikers, and then they decided to promote Emmanuel Yeboah to the first team. He really impressed the team, he impressed the coaches, and then some scouts were interested in signing Emmanuel Yeboah earlier this year. Slava Prague was interested in signing Emmanuel Yeboah, but that deal didn't go through because of lack of some medical reports, and also the fact that the contract didn't fall through. Both parties didn't really agree on things. That whole deal, the transfer from CFL Cluj to Slava Prague for Emmanuel Yeboah, cost £2.5, but it didn't go through. So the player remained at Cluj. He played the rest of the season. In 19 appearances, he didn't score any goal. He declined in form after that deal didn't go through. 19 appearances, no goal. And then, what helped him is that the Under-23 African Cup of Nations, Coach Ibrahim Tanko gave him a call-up. And that call-up, initially, he was the second choice striker in that team because he came from Cluj with lack of form because he wasn't scoring goals. So he was the second choice striker in the Black Metro setup. But then when he was given the opportunity, he scored 3 goals and 1 assist in the Under-23 African Cup of Nations. And also he had recommendations from Asamoah Gyan, which made him very popular, which also backed his performance during the Under-23 African Cup of Nations. That also helped him get interest from scouts all over the world. There are 4 teams interested in Emmanuel Yeboah currently. Yes, 4 teams are interested in Emmanuel Yeboah currently. Now, the only team that has come forward with an official bid is MLS side Montreal Impact. So now Montreal Impact are ready to offer Emmanuel Yeboah 700,000 as salary, and then they're also ready to offer CFL Cluj £2.5 million as transfer fee for Emmanuel Yeboah. Now, CFL Cluj are interested in taking the deal, but Emmanuel Yeboah's side want to wait for other, offers and see which one is better for the player. So guys, this is the latest from the camp of Emmanuel Yeboah. All you need to know about his transfer to Montreal Impact, which would cost £2.5 million. So guys, let's move away and talk about another contract issue with a Ghanaian player. So this English-born Ghanaian player or defender is called Genesis Antwi. Now, Genesis Antwi is 16 years of age. Genesis Antwi plays for Chelsea under 18. And Genesis Antwi has earned Chelsea scholarship deal. Now you might be asking, why the scholarship deal? Under the regulations within Europe, if a player is under 17, that player is not eligible to sign a professional contract. So Chelsea were not able to give Genesis Antwi a professional contract. They were only able to give him a scholarship deal, and that scholarship deal would last for about 2 to 3 years. And then when he's of age and eligible to sign a professional contract, and he's still playing very well as he's playing currently, then he would now get that professional contract. Now let's talk about international games for Genesis Antwi. Now Genesis Antwi under 16, He has played the England under-16, and he is also eligible to represent Ghana and then Sweden. Yes, Ghana and then Sweden. So GFA, catch them young and they shall be yours forever project. Let's look sharp and start talking to Genesis Antwi, who is currently with Chelsea under 18. They did marvelously well last season. That is the reason why Chelsea decided to give him that scholarship deal. So guys, that is the latest concerning Genesis Antwi. Now let's move away from all contracts and also talk about these two players who are in Serbia, Osman Bukari and then Edmund Addo. Now these two players have been granted or have had Serbian citizenship. Now you might be wondering, why are they earning this citizenship? Because now currently they are dual citizens. They are citizens of Ghana and also citizens of Serbia. Now this is the current regulation in the Serbian Super League. If you are in the Serbian Super League, each team is supposed to field in 4 foreign-based players, but Red Star Belgrade have more than 4, and they don't want to lose these players because without following the regulations, some of these players can't play the football. So they decided to grant some of these players citizenship so that they can be allowed to play next season. And currently, 2 Ghanaian players have been granted that Serbian citizenship, Edmund Addo and Osman Bukari, so that they can be part of Red Star Belgrade's team next season. So this is the latest concerning Edmund Addo and then Osman Bukari obtaining that Serbian citizenship. That if you're wondering why people are talking about these 2 players getting citizenship, this is the reason why. It is part of their regulation to get that. So let's move away from that and talk about the last player, and I'm going to talk about Ransford Yeboah Kanisdorfer. Ransford Yeboah Kanisdorfer is one player that is very close to my heart because anytime he gains call up to the national team, he doesn't get a lot of playing time, and I believe this player, the day he will be given some small 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he's going to prove a lot of people wrong, because in pre-season for Hamburger SV, he was able to score a goal in a 3-3 draw with Victoria Pleasant. Yeah, Victoria Pleasant. Hamburger SV played a 3-3 draw with Victoria Pleasant, and Ransford Yeboah Kanisdorfer scored a goal in that game. That player is very good. I'm just going to say it again. He is very good. But the fact that he doesn't get a lot of playing time, even he doesn't get any playing time in the national team setup, really amazes me. He was supposed to be part of the under-23 squad, but for some reason, his club side called him back to be part of their preseason because there is a possibility that he could really feature heavily with the first team as a regular starter. Unlike last season where he was mostly used off the bench, but then he's a very impactful player, and I believe that next time when we call him up to the national team, he should be granted some few game time. So guys, those are the latest concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players. Let me know your thoughts on that. Antwi Rudiger in Ghana, also Asamoah Gyan playing football with CAF president. Also, let's talk about the English-born Ghanaian player Genesis Antwi, who has earned a Chelsea scholarship, and he's on route to earning a professional contract from Chelsea if he's able to play very, very, very well. And MLS clubs are interested in Emmanuel Yeboah. 99 ideas, yes, 99 ideas. Asamoah Gyan says he is the best, and I'm not surprised because during the under-23 African Cup of Nations, he scored some few goals, 3 goals, 1 assist for Ghana, and teams are all over him. In Montreal, Impact have offered £2.5 million to CFR Cluj for Emmanuel Yeboah, and also are ready to give Emmanuel Yeboah £700,000 as salary every year. So that's the latest concerning that one too. And also Edmund Yeboah and then Osman Bukari, Edmund Addo and Osman Bukari have gained Serbian citizenship because it is part of the regulation that everything must feed in 4 foreign-based players. But Red Star has more than that, and then they were not able to do that. So what they had to do was just make some of the players citizens of Serbia, and then only 2 players who are Ghanaians that they decided to make citizens were Edmund Addo and Osman Bukari. And lastly, Ransford Yeboah Kanisdorfer scoring during pre-season for Hamburger SV against Victoria Pleasant. So guys, let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification to this particular video. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next video.